Niger explosion. Tinubu orders nationwide campaign against scooping of fuel. The fear of Biafra is the beginning of wisdom. Someone might ask, how does this relate to where we are going? My brothers, go and make your calculation from May 29th of 2023 to date. The number of casualties, deaths that have been recorded in this government have surpasses Muhammadu Buhari's 8 years, surpasses Goodluck Jonathan's 6 years, surpasses Obasanjo's 8 years. It surpasses Yar'Adua's 2 years in office. The number of people that have been killed. This one make it third or fourth time or even fifth time we are hearing about tanker explosion in Nigeria. Rakiji, you know one thing about this life is this: we keep on using this word that some people don't even know the meaning. When God want to make a man, or rather when God want to kill a man, he will first of all make him mad, block his 2 ears, then he will strike. Leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone, that your government will never succeed if you refuse to do the needful. Tinubu said he can never do that. Let me see how he succeed. I am not cursing him. If he do well, we will praise him for their country, but not for my own country. But as it stands now, they have already acknowledged that their downfall, their hardship have been attributed to the insecurity in the southeast and the continuous incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My dear, Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his Nigeria government cabinet, it seems like there is a deal they signed with the international community to reduce the population of his own subject. Because you cannot tell me people went to scoop fuel simply because they are hungry. People died of stampede where they go to struggle for food because the food inflation is far the reach of ordinary poor Nigerians. Then somebody will tell me, how does this relate to Biafra? My dear, the downfall of Nigeria is the rise of Biafra at all ramifications. If you like, believe it. If you don't like, you leave it. But that's the simple truth. Nigeria is going and it is going. The disintegration of Nigeria have started from the second term of Muhammadu Buhari 2019. And he went and made the highest mistake of his life to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the prophet of the whole nation. The prophet that even the whites acknowledges the prophecy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and said that this guy is something extraordinary. You went and kidnapped him. That is why he didn't succeed. That is why they went about printing over 30 trillion naira ways and means that nobody have ever accounted for. Yet, the government are still protecting the so-called Muhammadu Buhari. Let us dissect let us read out other headlines then before we come back for more discussion. But just know it, that the fear of Biafra, or rather the fear of Biafrans, is the beginning of the wisdom. Nigeria, they are in for a long ride. And before they notice what is happening, it will be too late for them. That tanker's explosion is act of terrorism. Some people are behind it. But I can also tell you that if Tinubu knows something, he would have already organized himself and worked with the whole of the southeast to make life better for his own people. To make life better for their future generation. Ignore the southeast, you ignore peace. You ignore the southeast and what they represent, you ignore development. Goodluck Jonathan ignored the southeast, and this is the kind of thing they use to sabotage his government entirely. Go and make your verification. If I say something, go and verify. Goodluck Jonathan never did anything to the southeast and the south. Look at how the government ends. The Fulanis and the Hausas make sure that he never enjoyed his government. Now they have come. Do you know how many tankers have exploded? Do you know how many they will tell you is a primary explosion, or they missed target, or it was an error? Do you know how many times they have two drones that misfired in southern Kaduna and killed multiple people? In Zamfara, it have happened. It have happened in Brunu. It have happened in Sokoto. All these people are the same people who will make sure that Tinubu's government never succeeded. And you are telling me he is making a headway. Which headway? Unless Tinubu will remove everything that got to do with the military, both the people who are on the air or on the land, to Yorubas. Hausas will keep on using their own people against Tinubu. And that is the worst part of it, because the more they disintegrate, the more the Biafra rises. Other headlines. Ohaneze, I am not an Igbo man, says Wike. Yesom, Ezenwo. Don't forget to enwere Wike, Yesom Wike, Yesom Ezenwo. Then when Wike Amechi, these two people are from Ikwere. One agrees that his lineage can never be denied because he's not looking for any appointment. Then one remains adamant that he is not an Igbo man. Where do you come from? No. We believe that now Wike is from Fulani. Alleged frustration, Ned Nwoko sent to dump PDP for APC. These are the people who want to get an Yoma state for their own selfish interest, not for the interest of the Biafrans or for the people that they represent. Ndara. Notorious bandit kingpin Bello Tuji panicky as military dislodge camp and kills his son. Now today we hear this one, my brother, don't let them to deceive you. They are now in negotiation with Bello Tunji. Very soon he will hear that Bello Tunji have surrendered. Go and mark my word. I beg, make on a like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed the National Orientation Agency to launch a nationwide awareness campaign aimed at educating Nigerians on the dangers of scooping fuel from overturned tankers. This follows the tragic tanker explosion that claimed over 80 lives and left many others injured at Diko Junction, Gurara local government area on Saturday. In a statement issued on Sunday by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Anonoga, the president cautioned citizens against approaching accident scenes involving fuel-laden vehicles, highlighting their highly explosive nature. Mourning the victims, Bola Ahmed Tinubu extended heartfelt condolences to their families as well as to the government and people of Niger State. He described the incident as tragic and preventable, noting that many of the casualties were individuals attempting to collect premium motor spirits, PMS, from the overturned tanker. The president has directed the provisions of comprehensive medical care for the injured and has instructed security and road safety agencies to implement stricter measures to prevent similar occurrences, Onanuga stated. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu tasked the National Orientation Agency to spearhead a nationwide public education campaign, emphasizing the grave risk and environmental hazards associated with scooping of fuel from fallen tankers. Man killed and houses burned in Ebonyi communities clash. Many people have been killed and at least 10 houses burned beyond recognition in Ndieguzu, Agalegu, Omegu community in in Ikwo, local government area of Ebonyi State. Daily Post gathered that many people were injured after persons suspected to be hoodlums attacked the community. The crisis allegedly erupted between the people of Omege Agalagu and Uku Inyama. Details of what led to the clashes are still sketchy, but a source in the community said the crisis is as a result of a fight that happened in November of 2024 when they buried one woman that was allegedly raped and killed. More than 10 houses and property worth millions of naira have been burned to ashes. The government needs to do something, the source said. When contacted, Police Public Relations Officer DSP Joshua Okando confirmed the incident to Daily Post on Sunday. The spokesperson said the police is maintaining order in the area and has also launched an investigation. Commissioner for Information in Ebonyi State, Jude Chika Dibia Opo, said the command is aware of the incident and is doing its best to control the crisis. He said it was a misunderstanding between two youths from the villages you mentioned that degenerated into a free-for-all fight and resulted in the unfortunate incident. However, it has been brought under control. I am not an Igbo man, says Ezenwo Wike Nyesom. The Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, has stated categorically that he is not an Igbo man. Wike made the declaration during a media chat in Abuja on Sunday while addressing questions surrounding the emergence of John Azotambata as the new President General of Ohanese Nderireri, the apex socio-cultural organization of Igbo people. John Azotambata was elected as President General of Ohanese Nderireri in Enugu State on 10th of January 2025. His election followed the death of former President General Emmanuel Iwanyanwu and the completion of Iwanyanwu's tenure by Fidelis Nzechukwu. Responding to the discussions linking him to the Igbo ethnic group, Wike said, I am an Ikwere man, not an Igbo man. I don't have any problem with Igbo people. Azotambata has the right to associate with anybody. I am an unrepentant Ikwere man, and I am not a member of Ohanese. I will never for anything deny my identity just to be recognized. Azotambata, a former senator who represented Rivers East from 1999 to 2007, succeeded Fidelis Chukwu, whose tenure had ended. His election marks a historic moment as he hails from Rivers State in South Nigeria. Alleged frustration, Ned about to betray PDP for APC. Following the alleged frustration by the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and Delta State Governor Sheriff Obowori's marginalization of Delta North in the scheme of things, the lawmaker representing the district in National Assembly, Senator Ned Nwoko, is set to officially dump his party for the All Poverty Congress, APC. Speaking on Arise TV, Nwoko's Director of Communication, Gloria Okolugbo, disclosed that the lawmaker had already declared his intention to leave PDP during a meeting with stakeholders of Delta North, his supporters, and constituents. According to Okolugbo, Senator Nwoko came prepared to serve and deliver the dividends of good governance to Anioma people, but regrettably, he had not enjoyed the cooperation and support of his party, the PDP, in pursuit of his vision, even as the only PDP senator in Delta State. She cited instances of frustration by Obowori and the PDP to include refusal to assist in finding the Okpai Independent Power Project IPP step down to supply electricity to no fewer than 60 communities in Delta North and the Ogwashi Uku Dam to provide water to the community and the environs. Okolugbo explained that Nwoko believed that it is of no use to remain in the party where his electioneering campaign promises to the people of Delta North could hardly be fulfilled despite the marginalization the zone has suffered in the past. The communication director blamed the PDP in Delta for lacking internal democracy, disclosing that Nwoko will make his defection public anytime soon, even as she said palpable tension had already enveloped the PDP camp in the state over the planned defection to the ruling APC. What I can tell you is that today, Senator Ned Nwoko held a consultative meeting with his constituents, informed them to his interest to defect from the People's Democratic Party. With a concluded arrangement by the senator representing Delta North's defection to the All Poverty Congress, APC, the ruling APC will now have all the 3 senators in his fold. There has been a lot of processes that he has gone through trying to speak to the internal party structures to see that the issues that we have in Delta State are resolved. As it is now, Delta PDP has lost all 3 senators to the ruling APC, a development that could spell doom for the PDP in the Delta State. One of the key reasons for which a legislator or a serving member can defect is factionalization. You don't have to see violence before you know there is factionalization in the party. And as we move ahead, it is very important for us to strengthen the democratic institutions. Representative democracy is actually about balance of power, transparency in governance, and accountable use of resources. So it took a lot of groundwork and a lot of service to the people before we got PDP to become the predominant party of Delta State that delivered the last set of votes. Distinguished Senator Ned Nwoko was on the field even after he had won his elections, promising the electorate that together they will deliver the dividends of good governance, because this is about representative democracy. Okolubo stressed. Notorious bandit Kingpin Bello Tunji Paniki at military dislodges camps and kill his son. Nigerian troops have escalated their offensive against the notorious bandit leader Bello Tunji in Zamfara State. Zagazola Makama, a Lake Chad Basin counter-terrorism and insurgency expert, who made this known in a post on X account on Sunday, stated that the recent coordinated military strikes have dismantled his key hideout in Fakai, Shinkafi local government area. Makama stated that the development comes after a series of successful missions that resulted in the destruction of multiple bandit camps in the Sabombrini local government area of Zamfara State. The security expert listed the camps targeted by the military to include Zangondang Gwandi, Zangon Sakai, Zangon Kagara, and the school reportedly used by Tuji to store foodstuffs and weapons. According to him, the military burned the school to prevent it from serving as a supply base for Tuji's network. Intelligence source confirmed to Zagazola Makama that Tuji's group has suffered significant losses. We killed his son and many of his fighters during the operation. I also listened to Tuji's panicked voice calling for reinforcement from 7 other bandit leaders. None of them showed up, and one of his spies narrowly escaped from us today, the source said. A considerable number of Tuji's associates, including high-profile lieutenants and possibly family members, were neutralized during the targeted strikes. Further, reports revealed that 4 of Tuji's fighters were injured in previous encounters, while others have retreated to Mangwarorin Gebe, allegedly hiding stolen livestock and valuables, Zagazola Makama states. So, my wonderfully made Biafran brothers and sisters, the headlines we treated this morning: notorious bandits Bello Tunji Paniki as military dislodges camps. Alleged frustration, Ned Nwoko said to dump PDP for APC. I am not an Igbo man, Wike says. Many killed, houses burned as 2 Ebonyi communities clash. Niger explosion, Tinubu orders nationwide campaign, according to Daily Post. So, let me know what you think at the comment section over this matter. I'll be right back with another blockbuster. Please continue liking my message, sharing it, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Okay, Messiano.